day here. Highest first class score, 175 when he was the last man to fall. Sorry, made 490, but 175 tells nowhere near the full picture. He batted beautifully. There was a period before lunch where Worcestershire had 9-10 men on the boundary and he was turning down singles. It was all relatively sedate. It changed after a little bit of food. Sher Bashir came on. Lawrence hits him for 1-6, he hits him for 2-6, 3, 4, 5, and we're thinking, oh my word, only Garfield Sobers has done this before in English domestic cricket. What is he going to do next? Bashir's answer was to fire 5 wides down the leg side. Okay, so he gets another go. This time it's a no ball. Lawrence pushes it down the ground. He doesn't hear the call, I don't think, so he takes a single. 38 off the over, and then Dan Worrell just pats the last ball back. It's a record, a joint record. Andrew Flintoff did the same to Alex Tudor a few years back. That was now. Interestingly, in both those games, the final ball of the over was a dot. And then Lawrence, not content with that, picked up the ball, couple of wickets, bowled a lot of overs, was very economical. Definitely a candidate for player of the day.
I'm outside in the garden, it's 30 degrees. Lovely cricketing weather. First class cricketing weather in the height of summer in June. Only for 2 rounds and we're back to the blast, but let's make the most of it while we can. Mickey Pretorius is certainly doing that for Somerset. He got lambasted by Somerset fans for that awful shot he played at the Oval against probably the best side in the league, Surrey. He's also, when he was signed, he wasn't particularly exciting for the fans. People were pretty underwhelmed by the signing, but he's looked good the last few rounds. Notts at home, he got a few runs with Craig Overton. Notts away at Trent Bridge in this round just finished. Also got runs just after 100 by Jake Ball falling LBW. Couldn't hang in there to allow Mickey Pretorius to get those extra runs to get his 100. He also bowled well 4 for in the first innings. He's something slightly different. Not quite the Casey Aldridge back of a length. Cross seamers and different angle. Not quite as tall, but it's got a bit of pace to him. He's got a lion heart. A bit like Neil Wagner. Didn't have much of a stint for Somerset, but for New Zealand, you think of him lion-hearted, will just bowl and bowl and bowl. Mickey Pretorius gives it his all with bat, ball in the field, and he's one of those signings that when there's a World Cup on, you're not going to get the very best players in the entire world, but he's doing well. He kept Casey Aldridge out of the team, which Somerset fans weren't best pleased with, but now with Lewis Gregory being injured, Riley Meredith's not playing in this game, Josh Davies carrying the drinks, and Pretorius has come good in really hot conditions at Trent Bridge.
It's Aaron from the County Cricket Podcast here. It's an absolute pleasure to be back on the County Cricket Natters YouTube channel, and today Sam has invited me on for an incredibly special reason, because we have just witnessed one of the most remarkable, special and spectacular individual efforts in the history of the County Championship, and it was produced by Leicestershire's Louis Kimber. 243 runs, 206 of which came from boundaries. This innings included 24s and a staggering 21 sixes. That is the most amount of sixes in a single county championship innings in the history of this competition. And that was not the only record broken in this effort. In fact, he went on to break the record for the most number of runs scored in a single over in the county championship, taking Ollie Robinson for 43 runs on day 4. And as if that wasn't already enough, this is also the fastest double century in the history of the competition. There are not enough adjectives, superlatives, descriptive words to really do this innings justice. All that I can say is well batted, Louis. You've given myself and so many county cricket fans an unforgettable memory. And unfortunately for the Foxes, it didn't result in a win. But I suppose on this occasion, it's one of those cliche sayings, but cricket was the real winner. So well batted, Louis. Unfortunate for the Foxes, and of course congratulations to Sussex for securing that victory on home soil. But I'll tell you what, that is going to take some beating as we head into the business end of this year's tournament.